Today I'm going to be ranking every single Scarlet and Violet TCG set, starting all the way back to Scarlet and Violet base set, coming all the way up to Prismatic Evolutions. Now I know there are multiple ways to collect in this hobby, so I'm going to be doing two tier lists side by side. The first one is going to pretty much just be personal preference and for collectors sort of thing about the sort of cards you can get in it and like, you know, how pretty they are. And then the second one is going to be a more investment look into it, about the longevity of it and investing in it now and so forth. So let's not dilly-dally, let's jump straight in. I'll be going on TCG Player because looking on anything else is so annoying. Like looking on Card Market does not give you the right things either. And obviously last sold on eBay, it's not going to give you the set, it's just going to give you like a bunch of random cards. So I'm going to be using TCG Player. Sorry, I know it's in dollars. Deal with it. So let's start off with Scarlet and Violet base set then. I'm going to be just focusing really on the IRs and SIRs because if I went through like literally all of them then I would be here for days. So I'm just going to have like a quick look through all of them and stuff like that. So here we are looking at all of the IRs and SIRs of Scarlet and Violet base set, and now there are some really nice ones. And as we've seen on my list of what do you call it? It's like most expensive cards and everything like that. We can see the more popular one. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. Yeah, this Drowsy is now taken over. I'm pretty sure the Drowsy is now at the top. The Fido, absolutely love the Fido. It's one of the cards. I really want to get it someday. I don't know why I don't have it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that expensive either, to be honest with you. But yeah, I feel like overall it's a pretty underwhelming set. I think because everyone came off it being like, oh, Crown Zenith is so good, but then this release and everyone was like, because it wasn't that good. But then obviously the Guard of War is the big one here. The Guard was a really, really popular one. But overall, I'm not feeling it. It's not amazing. I really wouldn't. I would say like it. I think like it is like fair enough, to be honest. And now to go over to the more investment side of things. Obviously you can see here that this is obviously in dollars. I know, shush. But yeah, it's obviously creeping up a bit more. Like $200 is what we're looking at now. But also if you look at the just the market price history, it's going up. It's going up. Like seriously, look at this massive peak that we've got suddenly over here. Because obviously I know there's a big boom right now and everything like that. But generally, like base set kind of starts to creep up more once it gets older, sort of thing, or once the new generation comes out and stuff like that. So like when it comes to Gen 10 coming out, this is going to be something that is going to probably creep up more and more. So I would say that Scarlet and Violet base set is probably very, very good, to be honest with you, because it's more. I feel like I should put like a good instead of very. Wait, maybe let's put very good instead of very, very good, because I don't want it to be like, yeah. Let's put very good because I feel like Scarlet and Violet is one of those ones that it's like the base set one is always going to be there. It's always going to be a safety blanket sort of thing. And once if you look at like Sword and Shield base set right now, that's going ridiculous sort of thing. So I feel like base set is always something that you can probably more than likely rely on. Now we are going on to Paldea Evolved. Now obviously this is the second set in Scarlet and Violet, and again looking here we're focusing a lot more on the Paldea Pokemon, especially the original, the trio, the starter trio and everything like that. They have got some absolutely gorgeous cards in it, to be honest with you, and it. Oh my god, I can't even help myself doing it. I didn't even think about the fact that I was saying that then. I was just, anyways. And of course, in this, we have the Big Boy Magikarp, which is such a nice card. A nice card. Not a... But it is. And then we have the Sleepy Raichu as well. Honestly, such nice cards in this one, to be honest with you. And then... yeah, there's just a big mixture, to be honest with you. The illustration rares are really, really nice in this. But the SIRs, I'm not a huge fan on the SIRs on this one, to be honest with you. I love the Tinkerton. But I feel like the other SIRs aren't that great, I would say. We've always got like some like legendaries and stuff like that in here. But like, yeah, I don't know why. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna say Paldea. I do really like the illustration. I'm gonna put it in pretty because I prefer it over base set. Like the illustration rares, I think are better than base set. So I'm gonna put it in pretty. Definitely, it's not gorgeous. It's not gorgeous. It's not that high. Calm down. It's not that high, but it is really, really pretty. But then we go over to the booster box, which right now is going a lot higher. But we are seeing a little bit of a dip again because it peaked out. And now it's starting to drop again. Only very, very small. You can see only very, very small dip. But it is a very constant up and down, you can see here. But it has been floating around the 200 mark now for quite some time. Since the start of the year, actually. Since the start of the year, it's been floating around the 200 mark. So it's doing really well still. But pretty much the whole entirety of this set relies on that magic up. So personally, if we're going back over to the investment side of things, I would be cautious about this one, to be honest with you, because it's the magic harp doesn't. It's not like in like Evolving Skies, like everyone wants the Moonbryon sort of thing, but like it's not like the magic harp doesn't hold enough power to sustain a really, really long life cycle of it being really, really popular. So I'm gonna put Paldea Evolved in okay, because there's half, it might be unknown as well, to be honest with you. It's between okay and unknown, because it's more of one that's like, it relies on one card, and we don't know if that one card is going to be something that stays, like something, if it's got longevity or not. But I'm okay with it being sat and okay. And then, of course, we move on to Obsidian Flames, and obviously there's going to be a smaller list here, but for the illustration rares, there are some really nice ones, like the Gloom I have, because I love that one, the Ninetales I have, the Belly Bolt I actually do have as well, the Clefairy I absolutely love, the Pidgey really nice, Scizor's obviously like a really, really cool one. They've got some really, really nice ones here, but it's obviously, one, it's obviously smaller, and two, it is a Charizard set, but obviously with the Charizard SIR, but it's a really weak Charizard set, if I'm being completely honest with you. Not just personal preference wise, like it is known to be a weak one, hence why like the prices are quite low on it and everything like that. But like overall, it's not like an overwhelming one, so I'm gonna put it in questionable. It's not ew, we're not going that low, but it's like there are a few nice ones, but it's not that great, to be honest with you, so I'm gonna be like questionable really. But then of course we go over to the more investment side, and we can see here booster box is still actually it's higher than I thought. I actually thought it was below 200, but it's sitting at obviously in pounds it would be, but like in dollars it's at 210 right now, and it is creeping up. It is definitely creeping up, as you can see here. It is going up and up and up. So it looks like it's kind of flatlining towards the end now, but ish, it's pretty much that's pretty much what we're looking at here. It's just going up a bit, the incline overall. And of course it is a Charizard set, so later down the line more than likely it's going to pick up again, because it's just Charizard. It's what you're going to get. So for investment side of it, this sort of thing, it's definitely either sat in very good or okay, because it's like it's kind of hard to be able to try and like to predict it, because it's a Charizard set, so you feel like it's going to go up. So I'm going to probably put that in very good, because I feel like obviously the fact that it is Charizard, that speaks for itself. Like there's literally no denying it, that like any Charizard card one day will be expensive. Like it's just the nature of the game. And then of course we go on to Scarlet and Violet 151. Okay, so of course there is going to be the huge nostalgia that is going to be consuming me, everyone that literally loves Pokemon, and the arts are gorgeous. I'm sorry, they genuinely are. Like it's really frustrating, because I would absolutely have loved to master set this for the artwork, but the massive craze, hype, whatever, over saturation of it just put me off. It genuinely just put me off, because I was like, I don't want to like compete with everyone, like fighting, like literally fighting. Watch Costco videos, literally fighting over packs and booster like what do you call it, like ETBs or anything like that as well. So like if I get a chance to open it, I'm like, oh yay, but then it's like I haven't opened any 151 since it literally came out. I opened it when it was like still feasible to get and everything like that. I haven't opened it since everyone was like rush. So yeah, but I am genuinely gonna have to put this in gorgeous. It is such a nice set, honestly. It is such a nice set, and obviously there's obviously no booster box to be able to show you, but like realistically I don't really think I need to show you on TCG Play here, because we already know that this is a 1000% investment. Like if you can get your hands on any 151, keeping it, sitting on it, come like not even like years to come, like a year to come, 2 years to come, it will be double the price because it's literally the original 151 Pokemon. Like, it's not, there's no competition there. Like, it is gonna boom. It's not like it's like, oh, it's a Charizard set, so it might blow up. No, it's the original Kanto 151 Pokemon, and it's gonna be forever an insane set. So 1000% investment is, yeah, that is guaranteed to get you somewhere. Now, Paradox Rift is a bit of a funny one for me because I feel like it was one of the ones that I didn't really... That and Paldea Evolved, I don't think I opened that much of it, to be honest with you. So I think I took a bit of a lull because, I mean, I wasn't doing any content then. I started content in Temporal Forces. So yeah, we've got a little bit to go for that still. But yeah, no, so this one, it's got some really nice ones. Like this Magby, I've always loved this Magby. This Vanillish, I've loved that one for ages. I've got that one. There are some really nice ones here, but nothing that really like blows me away. Obviously, the Groudon is the big boy in this set. And then the Yveltal, oh my gosh, yeah, this one absolutely love. And then the more maybe there are some good cards in it. Okay, I'm having a realization. Paradox Rift is really good. There are actually quite a few really nice ones in here, to be honest with you. I'm reconsidering my thought process actually, because the Morpeko absolutely love. This Apom absolutely love. The Porygon as well. The Swablu. Oh my gosh, I did not realise. And the Alteria's in this one. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm reconsidering. I haven't put it on the list yet, but I'm reconsidering. I want to master set this now. Oh my gosh. I did not realise how good these ones were. What the heck? And even this, like, some of these are just so... Wow. Guys. Why is Paradox Rift gorgeous? What the heck? I was not expecting that. Whoa. Whoa, I am flabbergasted. I did not think that this would be something that I would be so invested into. But it is, like, and obviously the Plus One Mining as well being really cute. And then we've got the Blitzle, really nice one. The Joltik's really cute. Whoa, okay. I was really not expecting that to be so... I don't know if I should put it on maybe pretty. I'm gonna knock it down to pretty because I was like, there are some really nice ones, but they're not all amazing. Like there are some that I'm a bit like this Brute Bonnet. I just find the artwork. It's a very particular type of artwork, and I'm just not that huge on it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it in pretty. I feel like it's a better place to put it. I'm not gonna particularly order them, but it is definitely above Paldea Evolved though. So like it's a very bottom end gorgeous, top end pretty is what I'm gonna say there. But then we're gonna go over to the investment side. And this is not looking as promising, but maybe if I want to master set it, then it maybe looks more promising. But I mean, this is the lowest we've seen so far. So, but it is definitely creeping up, as you can see. There is massive spikes going up, and then obviously it peaked a little bit, dipped a bit back. Whoa, dipped a bit back down. Try saying that 5 times when you're drunk. Oh my gosh. And then we obviously see a little bit more of an increase again, coming up a bit more now. So. Yeah, it's a bit iffy, but for the investment side of it, I would put this in unknown. I'm not going to put it in just don't, because I feel like that's a bit too harsh, because there are obviously the Groudon that's really popular, and there are some really nice cards in there, but I'm going to put it in unknown, because I feel like it's one of those ones that's like, it could just suddenly spike in, and it is spiking popularity, but at the minute, it's looking a bit dim. Then we move on to Paldean Fates, which is obviously the shiny set of the Scarlet and Violet era. And obviously we have so many baby shinies that obviously I'm not going to spend too long going through absolutely every single one of them, because there are a lot, as you can see. Keep on scrolling. There we go. And we've got some full arts at the bottom as well. But if we go over back up to the top and have a look at the special arts, which have some really nice ones, to be honest with you. And obviously we have the Bubble Mew in this set, which is obviously the biggest one, and the Gardevoir, absolutely love that Gardevoir, and then the Charizard as well. The Charizard's really nice one there. But overall, I feel personally, I think the baby shinies make it better for me. Like the SIRs and the IRs aren't like amazing. I love the I love Mew and Gardevoir, but that's kind of it. So I feel like I can't really put that too high just on that, because like there's a lot of trainers in this one, and then obviously the Pawmi, Palafin, and the Wug trio. I'm not huge on these ones. I've pulled that Palafin about 1,000 times, so it's just not that like. not like sign for me anymore. So overall, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna put it in like it, because like I feel like no, I'm gonna put it in pretty. It is really pretty, so I'm gonna leave it in pretty because I love the baby shinies. Like baby shiny hunting is just so fun. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it in pretty. But then obviously again, we don't have any booster boxes, but shiny sets are always like really, they're always good sort of thing. Like shiny sets, as they get older as well, they always do so much better. So I mean, it's kind of hard to be able to show you one exact thing about like what the market value is doing on them, but like if we just click on the first thing here, we have the booster boxes, and you can see already just like massive spikes, like huge spikes. It's definitely a good call, because I feel like they are, shiny sets always do well, so I'm going to put it in very good. I think it's not 1,000%, because you can't be 1,000% on shiny sets, but it is still very good. Now we move on to Temporal Forces, and I have been known to crap on Temporal Forces a little bit. So let's actually have a proper look at it and see if my opinion changes, because there are some cards that I really like. We have the Shift Tree that I really like. The Deerling and Swordsbuck like combo, I really like this one. It's really cool. The Litten's really cute. The Ranculus I really like as well. The Ghastly, absolutely love this card. When I pulled this one myself, I was like, whoa, I was so happy with that. So there are definitely some cards in here that I do really like, and I pulled the Ironlings myself as well before. So there are some really nice ones that I like in here, but it's not amazing. Oh, and we also have, of course, the Morty's Conviction one, which is a really cool card. It's pretty popular as well. I think it's dropped quite a bit in price, to be honest with you. When the set first came out, I think it was a lot more expensive, but I think it's dropped a bit now. But and we also have the Minccino and Cinccino, or Cinccino, line as well. So there are some really nice cards in here, but nothing like overwhelming. So I think I'll put it in like it. I feel like it's not questionable. I think it's like it. I would say it's like it, because it's okay. It's okay. And it's also what I started my channel on, so I have to kind of like it at some point, don't I? But then of course we go over to the booster boxes, and again they're a bit lower, to be honest with you. They are flatlining a bit here. As you can see, they've gone up and up a little bit, but then they have flatlined about the 180, 170, 180 mark sort of thing. So yeah, it's not looking too great, which is why for me I would put it in unknown, because I'm not going to put it in just don't, because one, obviously the focal point of this set is very much the Paradox Pokemon, and obviously the gimmick of that is still active right now, and sometimes when gimmicks last for a little while, then like the next generation, suddenly like the previous gimmick is like, whoa, it's so cool, oh my god, how do we not realize it was so cool in the time? So because it's so focused on the Paradox Pokemon, there is still a chance that when it comes like a little bit later down the line, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, we now absolutely love Paradox Pokemon, like way more than we way more than we did initially. So I'm going to put it unknown, because right now it's not looking too optimistic, but there is definitely a chance that in the future it could come back with vengeance. Right then, so now we move on to one that's it's probably the most disgusting set in the whole entire, like just TCG in general, to be honest with you. It's like just ew. Like look at all these cards, like they're absolutely disgusting. No! If you've been on my channel for longer than like 2 minutes, then you would have heard me yap on about Twilght Masquerade, because first ever Master set, best set in Scarlet and Violet. So obviously I just love the Tatsugiri is my favourite, in case you guys didn't know, but every single card in here is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Boom. Gorgeous. It's all so great. I absolutely love all of it. The full arts are really cool. The Luxray, absolutely love. And obviously the SIRs are really cool as well. And the Greninja, big boy Greninja. And then obviously I'm not a huge fan on trainers, but like the Perrin and the Carmine are like really nice cards. So there's not really much discussion. Just chuck it up there. And then obviously we're going to look at the investment. And then of course we have here big spikes, big spikes, and it looks like it's dropped a tiny bit from around like 230 to like 227. So not really much change or anything like that, but it's dropped a little bit. But overall, for investment, it's very similar to Paldea Evolved, but I think it has a little bit more weight than Paldea Evolved, because obviously the main focus point of this set is the Greninja, but the Greninja has a lot of power like the Moonbryon does, whereas Magikarp doesn't hold as much power as Greninja does, as in like with fan baiting and stuff like that. So personally, it's either in very good or 1000%, but I'm gonna whack it in very good. It's like the top end of very good, because I don't want to put it in 1000%, because I feel like it isn't 100% guaranteed, but it's still like extremely really good to probably invest in right now. And then we move on to Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown's a funny one because I feel like a lot of people thought that this would be a lot bigger than it is because it has a gorgeous Bulbasaur and Squirtle illustration rare in this one. They're such nice cards as well, and they obviously go together and stuff like that. So yeah, and the Lapras full art. But then obviously there are some really nice trainer full arts, and then obviously we've got some really gorgeous SIRs as well. Like the Galvantula, I'm not a huge fan on this Pokemon, but like a lot of people really like this card. The Dash Bun, oh, I need to get this SIR at some point. It's one of my favorite SIRs, honestly. Yeah, and the Terrapagos as well. I think the Terrapagos is still pretty damn high, to be honest with you. But this, it's flopped like way more than I thought it would. But like looks wise, this set it's leaning towards gorgeous, to be honest with you. I think it is actually. I'm actually gonna put it in gorgeous. You know what? I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna put it in gorgeous, honestly, because there are some cards in like the Milcery. Absolutely love this. Like the Turtonator, just the art style on some of them. The Joltik. They're just really cool, to be honest with you, and it has a Lapras in. But they're just really cool, to be honest with you. I don't like the full arts, to be honest with you. I really don't like the. I mean, the Dash Bun's cute and all, but like the Medicham and the Orthworm, like I think they're just. I don't know, I just think they're just not as good. But they're really nice. And obviously the trainer full arts are really nice as well. So I feel like this is a really underrated set, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yes, I would personally put that in gorgeous. But then for the investment side of things, it's actually higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was a lot lower than this. But you can see that it's hugely spiking at the moment, everything like that. So yeah, and considering that there is, of course, these two, the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle being in this set, makes it really tricky because it's such an underrated set at the minute with you. But I'm gonna whack it in okay because I feel like it has so much room to grow. Like with just those two cards being in it, again, it's like the Magikarp. But obviously the Magikarp's taken up a lot more attention. But I feel like it's just got such more room to grow. So I'm gonna whack it in okay for now. Now, Shrouded Fable is probably, I would say, the least popular set from Scarlet and Violet. It's got some really nice cards in, like the Horsey is really nice. I love the Duskull line. I feel like that's so cool, like the continuity of it. I'm not a huge fan on I love Duskull. I'm not a huge fan of Dusclops or Dusknoir. But the line is really cool, and the Monkey Dory I absolutely love with the cherry blossoms. It's got some really nice cards in it, and the Persian at the minute is really peaking. It's going up and up and up. But like, I feel like personally, looks wise, there's only a few cards in here that I like. So I'm gonna put it in questionable because it's like it's not, or is it? It's not Eel. I feel like I haven't put any cards in Eel. I haven't put any sets in Eel because I thought I would probably put Shrouded Fable in Eel, but I forgot that there are actually some cards in there that I actually do really like. Like if there's some in there that I like, then obviously I'm not going to put it in Eel because it's like that's a bit too much. But then yeah, so I feel like that's probably where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in questionable. But then for the investment side of things, again, there's no booster box because it was a special set. But for me, I feel like this is the only one that I would put in Just Don't, because again, it's hard again though, because obviously the Persian right now is creeping up a bit more, but I feel like the fact that this set was so focused on these ones, like obviously we've got the Okidogi, Monkey Dory and Pheasantipity, it just, and the Petron of course, but then I don't think that it's worth it, to be honest with you. I really don't think the risk is worth it because obviously the Persian is the only thing that could hold any kind of substance in this set, and at the minute it's not high enough to be able to invest fully into. So I feel like this is the only set that I'm going to put in Just Don't. Then we move on to Surging Sparks, the penultimate one on this list. There are some really nice ones here, to be honest with you. Like, I love this cast form. Really cute one. The Ceruledge. I love this Ceruledge. I actually prefer this over the SIR in Prismatic Evolutions. I feel like this, I don't know, the artwork of it is just really cool, and it shows off the whole character model a bit better, to be honest with you. But of course we have the Latios, which is really nice one here. The Skarmory. I do really like a lot of these cards, but not like amazing sort of thing. So I feel like, and obviously we got the Black Kyurem card. I feel like it's really cool, to be honest with you. But then as we scroll down, obviously we have the big boy Pikachu in this set, and obviously the Latias as well, and the Lysia's Appeal as well. The Lysia's, I don't know. But obviously with the Altaria in the background, honestly love that card. But yeah, just purely based off like these ones, it's just so nice. But for me personally, I'll put it in pretty. Like it's not gorgeous. It's definitely not gorgeous because I don't think the illustration rares are like good enough. I think the SIRs are really holding it up. Like they are the reason why I like this set a bit more than just putting it in like it. So I'm gonna leave it in pretty with the other ones. And then of course for the investment side of things is, again, without a doubt in my mind, it is, I might as well just whack it straight in. I'm gonna put it in 1000%. Again, it's a Pikachu set. It's gonna have longevity. Right now the card is so high, it's gonna keep being that high, and obviously it has a really nice Latias in it as well. So personally, I just genuinely think that it's gonna have a lot of longevity. I think it's going to have a lot of longevity. Just these three alone will make it have a lot of longevity, but then obviously you've got the waifu and everything like that as well. So I personally think that this is another 1000% one. Of course, now we're on to our last set, Prismatic Evolutions, which obviously we're just looking here at the evolutions. Like, they're just so, it is, I'm not even gonna lie, like, it is a gorgeous set. Like, obviously I'm not even like a huge evolution person. Like, I love Leafeon, but like I'm not a huge like evolution person in general. But like the Roaring Moon, it's all of them, even the Iron Crown. Like, I'm not a huge Paradox person either, but they're just so good. They're just, honestly, so it is, I'm sorry, it is going to be another gorgeous set, but it's definitely a gorgeous set in my opinion. But then of course I don't even need to, like, do I need to click on this? No, absolutely not. It is 1000%. It is the tippity top. It's 1000%. It's just going to be a repeat of Evolving Skies. It is evolution set. It has a new Moonbryon, Sunbryon, whatever everyone wants to call it. It is a moon, but people call it Sunbryon. It's 1000% gonna have longevity. So investment wise, literally no question about it. And there you have it. Those are my 2 tier lists for the Scarlet and Violet TCG sets that have come out yet so far as of March 2025. Of course, we have my personal tier list, which is the one to do with just how it looks, what I think of it and stuff like that, as you can see on the screen here. And then of course we have the investment one as well, which is going to be on screen here, hopefully, for you guys to be able to see. Obviously, I'm not a magician, I can't predict the future, but this is just what I know of the market and everything like that as well. So I hope you guys do find it useful for giving my own input and everything like that. I hope you guys find it useful, like the video of doing 2 different ones as well, rather than just doing like purely this is what I like sort of thing. There's also one that's like a bit more, you know, business focused and stuff like that, because I know everyone in this hobby collects in a different way, so it's really subjective on how you want to collect. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, share around, all that good stuff, and definitely comment down below your ones. At least comment down below like your gorgeous tier ones or anything like that, because or any hot takes you might have, because hot takes are always fun in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much to TechPunk Ash and PokeSwampert for being greatest lab tier members of my YouTube channel. But for now, make sure to stick around because there's going to be plenty more videos coming. But I will see you in the next one. Bye!